So we're going to be doing a walkthrough of what it is like to volunteer at the urban safari, and I'm going to start at the barn today. So I'm going to introduce you to some of the animals. Come with me and we will go see them. Good morning, Bonnie. So here's the barn section of the urban safari. It's just at the back where many of our furry friends are kept. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you this morning? Someone's ready for some food. So Bonnie and Phantom are over here, who you met in our last episode. Here are some of our pheasants. Here's one. Here's a couple more. One's sitting up perched there, and her friend is down here. I think everybody's ready for some food. There's a couple of our bunnies. A golden pheasant over here. Hiya. So pretty. And there's Mop Top, our silk chicken. And Hagrid and Molly are giant Flemish rabbits. On the other side of Phantom and Bonnie, we have our Rabbitat village with all the rabbits from Rabbitat. I shouldn't say that because it's not all of the rabbits. There are many more rabbits that Rabbitat takes care of. As a volunteer at Urban Safari, you don't need to take care of these particular rabbits because Rabbitat has their own volunteers who are able to wonderfully care for them. In this enclosure, we do take care of this golden pheasant. Where are you, buddy? Here. And these rabbits down here. They're very excited for food. They're often very excited for food. They look like they're discussing some matters. Maybe they're grooming themselves for each other. We also have one peacock. Hello, how are you? So besides the animals around the big enclosures here, there are also some along the edges that have guinea pigs and rabbits in them. These ones we also need to make sure get cleaned up and have some good food to eat. Yes, Bonnie, food and water coming. And these guinea pigs and rabbits over here, which we will have to change water and food as well. So to start off with, I'm going to get them some some food for them to eat. So let's do that. I'm not sure what's going on, but the birds are going crazy. They're not even our birds. They're the birds that are here that kind of watch us as we feed the pheasants and the chicken and steal their food. And they are just chirping at me like crazy right now. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess I'll start to. I guess I'll give the birds the birds that we actually feed a little bit extra just in case they get some food stolen by these other birds. Mop Top's very eager to get some food today. Hi. All right, so let's go into this enclosure here. We've got food for Hagrid and Molly, who are our giant Flemish rabbits, and this is the food for Mop Top, our silk chicken rooster. Over here is where we keep the guinea pig and rabbit food. And they have two big giant food bins. This one does say rabbit food on it. You can see that. And when you open it up, there is actually a guide for how much to feed each of the rabbits and guinea pigs. So we need to make sure they have lots of hay and then a guide. Molly and Hagrid are special because they're giant, so they get a little extra food compared to the rest of them. So this is conveniently half a cup. So we'll do some scoops. Here. There you go, buddy. We'll take a little bit of chicken feed. Give that to Mop Top. Mop Top's great. He actually eats right out of the pan if you give it to him. Look how excited he is. So are all the other birds. He's waiting as well. There you go. Molly's having some food. There you go. Mop Top. I like to make sure he gets some because he shares his enclosure with Hagrid and Molly. And they seem to like his food, which is why we kind of stick it underneath that grate, because otherwise they just eat all of Mop Top's food. Not to mention all the little birds that come around. Mop Top sometimes just lets them. Okay. I'm going to scatter some for you as well. There you go. You can graze. And then I'll put the rest over here underneath the grate. I've been getting really cold when coming to the urban safari lately because it's winter and it's very cold. So what I've been doing actually is taking little gloves and putting them on under the vinyl gloves that we're given. That way my fingers don't freeze while I'm doing it. Speaking of freeze, it's been cold here for the barn animals as well. But the animals are still being cared for, and we've noticed that the waters have even started to freeze over. It's getting better now. I think everything's starting to thaw. But for a while there, one of the volunteers was giving the barn animals some snow to eat because the water would just freeze over. Here's some water that's still a little on the frozen side. So I gotta replace all that water so that they can have some fresh water to drink. So I think I'm pretty much done here now at the barn. I've given all the animals some fresh water as well as some clean food. I've cleaned up what visible poop that there is in their enclosures, and they all seem happy. So I'm done for the barn stuff, and it's time to move on to other things. The only thing that I'm missing is I need to record that I've done all this stuff. So there is a logbook that's kept, and they use this and there's daily checklists on what you've done, and you can take it off using the dry erase marker here that you can erase, and then let everybody know what it is that you've already done and what needs to still be done if anybody needs to check on it. So that was an overview of the barn area and the 40 or so animals who live here. Most of these are rabbits. But that's only a fraction of the number of animals that are cared for here at the Urban Safari. In total, I believe there are over 350 animals who call this place home. And that number continues to increase as new animals are being surrendered on a weekly basis. Stay tuned for the next video as I learn more about volunteering here. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already.